pumpkin started growing, so that's cool.
Oh, nice.
We
Wow.
got cantaloupe, and the cantaloupe was so good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the cantaloupe was really good.
Oh, wow. That's what I want to be able to do is like grow.
Yeah, our garden's doing fine, but, and then we have a jalapeno tree. I call it a tree because it's like a tall tree. And it produces the most spicy jalapenos, and I was like, I think my dog's getting on these jalapenos because this is so spicy.
Oh my god. Does that make jalapenos spicier?
I don't know, but it's spicy.
Oh geez. Oh, I want to try some of those jalapenos.
Yeah, I'll rip in. We get like a ton off that tree.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll get going. We'll start out with our usual warm-up. I'll go through it quickly and I'll talk you through it once we're doing it. We're going to have tendu 1 and flex, circle the ankle, and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Send that foot back for a calf stretch for 8 counts. And then back to parallel. Repeat on the left. 1 and a 2 and a circle the ankle. 5, 6, 7, 8. Back for a calf stretch for 8 counts. And then back to parallel. Then we have half point, full point, half point, back, down. Push the floor away, toe ball, heel. Push the floor away, toe ball, heel. Left foot, half point, full point, half point, down. And push toe ball, heel. And push toe ball, heel. 3 roll-ups. 1, heels up and straighten and lower. Try and keep those heels and ankles glued together. Straighten and lower. 3 times. Bump, bump, and straighten and lower. Rotate to first. Repeat the same thing in first. Half full, half down, 2 pushes. Left, half full, half down, 2 pushes. 3 roll-ups. Then we'll put our outside leg farthest away from the bar in front. We'll have 8 counts to stretch forward down here. 4 counts to go back. 4 counts for a little twist. Repeat that on the left side. 8 counts to go forward. 4 counts to go back. 4 counts twist. We'll finish off bringing our right knee up to our right shoulder. Circle that ankle around. Use the bar for balance. Same thing with the left side. And then we'll just finish there. Making sure in parallel and especially in first position that that arch is tracking right over that second toe. Not towards our pinky, but also not too much towards our big toe. Here we go. Finding that parallel position. Feeling the weight placed over the balls of the feet. The lower abdominals zipped up. Our tailbone melting down along with our shoulders. Here we go. And right leg 1. And left. Circle the ankle. Standing tall on that left side. And send it back for a calf stretch. Send that heel back long as we tuck the hips up. And back to parallel. Other side. Tendu 1. And left, circle the ankle. Isolating just the foot from the leg. And calf stretch. Heel lengthened down. Core tucked up. And back to parallel. Right foot starts. Half point. Full point. Half point. Back down. 2 pushes. Push. Good. Left leg, half, full, 1, 2 pushes. Rolling up, 3 in, heels up, stretch and lower. Again. Press the arch over that second toe. Last one parallel. Rotate from high legs to first. Keep the arches and the inner thighs lifted. Right leg, half, full, half, and 2 pushes. Keeping that hip relaxed down. Good. Same on the left. Half, full, and 2 pushes. Standing tall on that supporting leg. 3 roll-ups. Heels up, straight and lower. 2 more times. Good. Shoulders stacked right on top of those hips. Good. Put your right leg in front, left leg behind. We'll take 8 counts forward, all the way down. Rolling up. one last little squeeze and finish. Nice. All right, into some plies. Let's start in second position today. So we'll prepare in first. Let's do 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. We'll take 4 demis. Demi, the arm floats down. Demi arm goes to first and open. Repeat that. Wrist floats down to one ball. Arm first and open. We're going to turn in parallel and stretch all the way forward. We have lots of time down here. Then roll up, turn back out, tendu first. Same thing in first. 4 demis, arm down, arm first and open. Repeat it as we plie. The arm floats down. Plie arm first, straight inside. Then staying in turn out, we'll cambre forward and 2 and 3 and 4. We'll take a nice slow tendu, slice it either to third or to fifth, whatever your hips are ready for. Same thing, 4 demis, demi, and stretch, and demi, and stretch, again, bump, bump, and demi, and stretch. We're going to cambre forward again, and 2, and 3, and 4. This time we're just going to, ever so lovely, face the bar. So just kind of pivot your feet to face the bar in first. We'll take a grand plie here. Demi and grand, knees opening over those toes. Demi and stretch. Right leg tendus out. 6, lower to second, 7 and 8. Knees tracking over those toes, grand plie and 2. Heels stay glued to the floor in second and tendu back to first, and we'll just finish there. Yeah. So starting in second, you have a little preparation. 7, 8. 4 demis, bum, 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 again, dun, 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 dun. Here we'll take our time in parallel, stretching forward. Turn back out, tendu first. 4 demis, cambre forward, taking our team to tendu either to third or all the way to fifth. 4 demis, cambre forward, a little press up to face the bar in first. Grand plie, tendu second, grand plie, tendu back to first and finish. And with those grand plies, what we've been working on is having those shoulders stacked right on top of those hips. So in first, our heels have to leave the floor so that we don't send the hips back. But in second, we can have our legs wide enough apart to where our heels can stay anchored down without having our hips go behind our heels. Here we go, starting in first position, left arm on the bar. We'll tendu out to second on 7 and 8. We ideally just want that arm to reach just in line with our rib cage. So we don't want to hide our chest as we bring it up to first, but we want to be placed above our arm. So as we take the arm, let's try that all together. We'll have the arm in second, So let's take a demi-plie, the arm floats en bas. Now as we go to first, just the height of the rib cage, so we can really present our chest. And then it opens. Yeah, there we go. Let's go to the left side. Here we go. And tendu. Place it to second. 4 demis. Demi, arm down. Demi, arms up. Again. Just to the height of your ribs. And open. Parallel, diving forward. Softly knees to roll up. Back out to second, tendu. Place it first. And again. Relaxing that belly to palm. And hovering forward. Rolling up. Tendu. Slice to third. Or to fifth. And 4 demis. Knees open, tailbone down. Again. Good. Follow the hands we hovering forward. Rolling up. Press up and face forward. Taking that broad plie. Finding a demi. Then a round. Heels down and stretch. Tendu. Place it to second. Knees over those toes and broad plie. Roll up. Good. Tendu back to first. Like the fish bears down. Nice. Good. Yes, my watch is working. I love to do that. All right. Nice. Let's do the tendu from first. Let's do the arm side. We'll have 7 and 8. Let's just do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Nice and slow. 5, 6, plie and stretch to the side. 1, 2, and through the foot to close. Through the foot to go out and plie the second time. To the back. 1, 2, close. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on quad. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second time, plie, stretch. Let's take another plie, releve, and we're going to find a balance here in first with the arms in first. Again, check to make sure those fingers are in line with that rib cage that juts out. And then plie. And we'll finish there. Yeah, so we're doing these tendus nice and slow so you can really work the foot against the floor on the way out and then also on the way back in. When we tendu our foot out to the side, we want our tendu toes to be in line with the toes of our standing foot. If it's directly side, then it causes my hip to lift, my heels not shown. So I want it a little bit in front of my standing leg so I can get that nice rotation from the hips. Yeah. So in front, in line with the belly button, in line with the toes of the standing foot, to the back. Ideally, you want it in line with the spine, but that can be a hard one to kind of get crossed all the way. So we want to cross as much as we can, but not at the expense of sacrificing our standing leg. 1, 2, close it straight. And 5, 6, plie, and stretch. Same thing side, same thing back, and same thing side. We'll keep the arm in second the whole time. Here we go. And arm side, and 1, 2, close straight. Heel leads down, plie, and stretch to the side. Out, close straight. Good, out, plie, to the back. 1, 2, straight. Good, out. keeping that arm strong the whole time. That was a long time to keep the arm just up. Nice. Let's go to the left side. Here we go. It's a quick intro. And arm side, brush front, 2, close straight, and down. Plie knees open. Good. To the side. Relaxing that thumb into the palm, and down. Plie to the back. Be with those toes. Hold up to close. Toes the back. Plie. Last time side. Massaging the floor with the foot. And plie. Arm floats to first. Plie. Press up. Hold that balance. Feel the ribs melting down as the floor lifts up. And plie. And finish. Good. Ooh, nice little tendus. All right, let's do a tendu from fifth now. And welcome to take these tendus from third if your hips aren't ready for fifth. You have two options, crossing all the way to fifth or finding that third as well. So let's take 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We're going to do a slow pas de cheval. Go through a coupe, heel leads out, place it and close. To the side, tendu side, close back, bump, tendu side, close front, bump, pas de cheval to the side, close back. From the back, toes lead back in fifth, toes lead back in fifth, coupe, pas de cheval, lower and fifth, en croix, same thing, bump, 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 pas de cheval, and place it, close, fifth. After that, let's plie, sous-sus. So we'll have one toe shown but two heels in that near there. And we'll have our arms in first. Then we'll plie. And we'll finish there. Yeah. So in each direction, en croix, meaning front side, back side. We have 2 tendus and a pas de cheval. Coupe, extend to the direction, place it, and close fifth. To the side, since it's an odd number of changes, we're going to change each time. So if I start with my foot in front, the first tendu is going to get back, then front, then my pas de cheval, close back. So each time I change to the side. Here we go, from fifth. We'll take our preparation 7, arm side on 8. And arms first and second. 2, 1, fifth. 2, pas de cheval. Coupe, heel leads. Lower, fifth to the side. Out, close back. Good, pas de cheval. To the back. Toes and fifth. Toes. Good. Pas de cheval to the back. Place it and fifth to the side. Out. Pas de cheval. Out. Lower. Fifth. Plie sous-sus. Cross those toes together, but heels rotating forward. Sternum reaching out and forward. Plie. And finish. Good, nice. Really, even more as we're closing into fifth. Really think of the energy going, especially to the side too. Think of the energy going down into the floor on the way out, but no weight on those toes once we reach out there. And then going down into the floor to close. That'll help lengthen the legs so that we don't have that softness closing in, but really sending energy down into the floor will help with that. Here we go to the left side. And arms first, carry side. 2 times, 1, fifth, brush the floor, fifth, coupe, heeling down, place it, good, use the floor, in, brush, nice, scoop it, send it out, to the back, use the floor, brush, pull up and back, fifth, launch to the back, and last time side. Punch it off. Good. Plie sous-sus. Inner thighs rotating against each other. And plie. And finish. All right, nice. Oh, I'm warming up now. Okay. do dégagé. So we're gonna feel the same thing here with dégagés. Our foot's gonna leave just 2 inches off the floor, but we're gonna be brushing down to the floor just as much, if not more, as we do with tendus. 7. Hold on, I don't see that arm or not. Let's add an arm. We can do it. Let's do 7 arms with height 8. Brush, tendu, straight. And brush, tendu, plie. And brush, tendu, fit. Then 2 quicker. As my leg shoots out to the side, my arm's going to change with it. 1, tendu, close back. 2, tendu, plie. Brush, tendu, straight. And 2 quicker to the back. 1, tendu, fit. Then a 2, tendu, plie. And 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Arm side. 1, bump, bump. Bump, bump, plie. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. After that today, let's cambre forward again. We'll roll up through the spine. Then let's take a cambre back. We'll send energy down, lengthening the legs as we cambre from the upper back. Bring it up, and then we'll just finish there. Yeah? So our pattern with the legs is 1, close, straight. 1, plie, and brush, close, straight, and 2, quicker. We'll have our arms fifth high to the front, side for the side, arabesque for the back, side, and then our cambres forward and back. And side, same thing, count odd number again, so it's going to change each time. I never close where I took off from. Here we go. Preparation 7, 8. And 7, arm up, brush and fit, brush plie. 1 more slow, and in, arm stop, close back. Plie, brush, and in, from the back. Straight, plie, brush, in, stop, brush, straight, brush, plie. Good, hovering forward. Roll up. Now before we go back, send energy down through the legs, go up through the body, go out. And finish. Nice. Our arms are looking really good today, and we're brushing the floor very nicely. Face the bar for a minute, and then do that tendu and find your first. And then do that tendu to the side with the leg that's closest to the mirror, and make sure that those toes are in line with the toes of your standing foot. So your working leg should be a little bit in front of that standing leg, not directly in line with it to the side. And now just lift that toe up like 2 inches off the floor, and try to rotate from the hip socket, that heel forward without sinking in the hip. So that's where we want that dégagé to the side to go to each time. Whether I'm coming from the front, it's going to go to that same position, or coming from the back. But it gets tempting to want to send it back too far, and then I've lost that rotation in my hips. So I want it to be brushing a little bit in front, as if you're trying to show off the sole of your ballet shoe to the mirror or the back wall. Let's go to the left side. Here we go. Arm first, fifth high, brush and fifth, brush plie, brush close, fifth and in and good. Brush a little bit in front of you. Show off the sole of your foot. Brush, good. Nice to the back. Straight, please open, brush. Last time to the side, get the heel in front. Good. do 1 slow, 2 medium, 4 faster, and then 1 on leg. Oh my gosh, ready? 7 and 8. We have front and side and back and first. 2 medium, front, around, first and front, around. 4 faster, 1 count, and 2 and 3 and 4. On there, being in the air. 5, 6, 7, close 5th to the back. And then we start from the back. The goal for these ronchons is to have the hips and the standing leg completely still, as that working leg is making all these crazy circles around our standing leg. So from the back, we have 1 and 2, heel forward, close first. Now 2 counts, 5 and 6, first and 7. Now 1 count each, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. On there, 5, heel forward, rotate from the hip sockets, and 5th. And then we'll take our cambres forward, and 2, roll up, and 4. Outside leg is going to go to a passe. 5 and 6, the arm comes to first. 7 and 8, cambre back. 1 looking towards that side elbow or wrist, coming up, and 4. Inside leg, the one closest to the bar, passe back, and 6 and 7 and 8. Then we're going to cambre towards the bar and away. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, away. 5 and 6 and 7, arms pass through first. 8. Then plie, either stay on flat or going to susu. Then we'll connect those toes all the way up to our passe. We'll find a balance. And if you want to too, you're welcome to turn face the bar and use 2 hands to test your balance and check the alignment, or just stay facing the mirror, balance, and then we'll finish there. Yeah. So our ronchons, 1 slow, 2 medium tempo, 4 faster, 1 on layer. We reverse that from the back. Our cambres, we stretch forward for 4 counts. Passe with the arm coming to first. Back for 4 counts. Passe inside leg with the arm coming to first. Cambre towards the bar. Cambre away, arms go through first. Plie, staying on flat or going up to susu. Whoop, balance, plie, and we'll finish there. So trying to keep those headlights straight towards the mirror as we do these ronchons. And arms first, carry side, and 1, side 2, back 3, find your first 4, now 2 counts, 5, around 6, first, heel forward 7, around, now 1 count, 1 and 2, And now feel this little spark in your upper spine, right here. And it's gonna expand out to your scapula muscles in your lats. And that's gonna cause your triceps to float up. And then your elbows, and then your wrists. And then we have that arm there in a second. And it's really established from our back. And that will help the arm be steady here and strong and stable while the legs are doing all this. So make sure that we kind of have that sloped arm the whole time, strong and held from the back, so that we don't let the lats relax and the elbows dip. Or we want to make sure too, especially as we're going from the back. Yeah, right, little chicken wings, or sometimes too I call it scarecrow arms. As we go from the back, we want to make sure that arm doesn't start getting behind us. We always want, just like our working leg, we also want those arms, you can even face the sidewall, to be a little bit in front of that torso, and that'll help keep the core nice and engaged, because if we bring our arms too far, now my ribs are splayed out and I've lost all control of my core. Whoosh, like you're hugging a giant oak tree in front of you.
See your arms, your fingers move, you have breakout vision.
Yeah, you can see your fingers and your peripherals. It's funny, I gave that correction to my younger students, my children. I was like, isn't it high? They get back here, and I was like, make sure you can see your pinkies and your peripherals. And then I learned 3 weeks later, no one knew what peripherals meant. So yeah, I was like, I've just been like talking, and they're like, I'm like, see your peripherals, and they're like, I don't know what that means. So anyways, gotta make sure you know what peripherals mean.
They're like,
All right,
Mom, what is peripherals?
here we go to the left. Things you learn teaching children.
Miss Taylor said this.
Here we go. Front and side and back and first. That strong arm. Good. 2 counts. Around. First heel brush. Around. 1 count. And 1. And 2. Good. 3. 4. On there. Strong arm. Strong broad back. Rotate. No weight in the heel. Good. From the back. Back. Side. And front. Close first. Back. Around. Feel the arms slightly in front of your torso. 4. 1. Toes 2. Toes 3. On there. Push. Side heel carves forward. Good. Time for a cock raise. Stretch forward. Roll up. And arms first. Palms stay front. Keep it still. Good. Get taller as you close to it. To the back. Ribs melt down as we come up. Arm floats to first. Palms stay back. Nice. No weight in that standing heel. Close fit towards the bar and away. Up. And towards the bar. Lengthen. Arm side. Reach up. Away. Arm floats through first. Find that scoop. Scoop the toes up to rotate. Nice. Good. And finish. Nice. Alright. Good. Let's do our fondues. Let's do your spot, Dana. There we go. Let's face the bar, bring me in fit position doing our fondue. So fondues needs to melt. It's a plie on one leg. So we're gonna melt and 2 and close back to fit. And melt and 2, extend it out to the front. Melt and 2, place it toe ball heel to fit. Melt and 2, extend out to the side. Remember that leg should be in front of your stage leg. And melt, toes cuts and back. Toe ball heel fit back. And fondue. 6, 7, 8. Test your balance. 2, 3, 4. Place it back to fondue. Close fit. Then we're ready to start to the left. And you kind of switch yourself in if you feel yourself moving back here. And fondue 2, close 5th, then 4. Fondue 6 and 7, 8. Knee comes back. 2 and 5th and 4. Heel the foot off. 6, extend it a little bit front to side. Fondue back. 2, close 5th, back and melt. Extend it out to the back. Arms in second. 2, 3, 4. Grab the bar. Place it back to fondue. 6 and 7, 8. And then we'll just finish there. So 1 fondue to 5th and one fondue out to each direction, front, side, back, and then a little balance with our leg and back on our arm side, and closing back to fit.
And hold my breath when we do this.
I know, I can see that.
Yeah, like breathe.
Breathe. And make it a part of the combination, a little breathing choreography.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Painful about everything but breathe.
And right leg in front. 1, 2, 2, toe ball, heel back down. 1, 2, heel leads out to the front. Right line with your belly button. And 1, 2, place it to fit, get tall. Heel it off, 1, 2, extend it out. Good. 1, 2, back. Lift and long. 1, 2. Extend it back. And test the balance. Nice. Place it to 1, 2. Close fit on the left. 1, 2. Toe ball, heel fit. 1, 2. Out front. Lean back. Get taller as you close down. 1, 2. Show off the sole of your shoe. Nice. 1, 2. Toe ball, heel fit. 1, 2. Reaching back. Feel the arms in second. Triceps lifted. Place it to 1, 2. Fit. Finish. Oh, nice. That was getting better. Nice. We did a really good job of melting all nice and gooey. Okay, let's do our frappes. Now we have a completely different feeling here. We just got done melting. Now we're going to strike. And when we do our frappes, we strike the floor with the ball of our foot. And as we strike, that causes our toes to push and to point out and extend all the way. So let's start. You know what? Let's just start right away with our foot in a flexed ready position for frappes and our arm side. We won't take a preparation. Yeah. We're going to do 2 slow and 3 quicker. And 1, 2, and in, 2 and out, 2 and in, 3 quicker, out, in, third 1 we hold and hold to the side, 1 and in, 2 slow and in, 3 strike, in, hold to the back, 1 in, out, in, 3 faster, 1, 2, 3, hold, and side, heel forward, side, heel to the back, and 1 front, 1 back, 1, hold, 1, 2, fit, whoosh. A long time with our arms to the side, yeah? So that striking motion is what's causing that foot to point and propel out there. So 2 slow, 3 fast to the front, to the side, to the back, to the side. So en croix. So starting with that right foot in that flexed position, arm to the side. Where'd my music go? Here we go. And keep that tricep nice and lifted. And strike. In, out, in, 3 fast. Out, in, let's hold. Good to the side. Out, in, out, flex, and 1, flex, 2, let's hold. Good to the back. Strike. In, 3, 1. Hold. And side. Strike. Laser beam shooting out of those toes. So as soon as you end it, and those 2 slow ones, it's not just a hold, but you're continuing to send energy out of those toes. So we got laser beams. Here we go to the left. Flex that left foot to the ankle. Pop that arm second. 2 slow. Strike. In. Laser beam toes. 3, 1, 2. Hold. Good. Knee back. Strike. Knee side. Strike. Good. Laser beam toe dance. Hold. To the back.
Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh, yeah, nice. I was
there, yeah.
like, what song is that? Yeah, oh, nice.
He knows all.
But Tucson's in the original show.
You what?
Tucson's in the original show.
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
I have to do those things.
Oh, yes, the
Breakout,
quad
yeah.
killers. Oh my gosh, oh, that's so neat. All right. Our second lesson of the bar, we got this in the relevates. We're going to do 3 grand bat mods and a plie encore, meaning front side, back side. So we'll have 7 and 8. Big brush up, tendu fit, and brush, tendu fit. 3, tendu fit, plie and pass through first, open side to side, brush, tendu close back. Bring that leg to the brush a little bit in front of your standing leg to keep that rotation, bump, bump, bump. Plie to the back, brush down, to go up, down, and fit. Brush, fit, plie, last time side, grand battement, going through a tendu before we close. 2, place it, close it. 3, place it, close it, plie, we'll just finish there, yeah? So the thing with these grand mods, we're lifting the leg up higher now, but not at the expense of our standing leg buckling or our hips lifting. We want to keep all of this whoosh, 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 intact, and it's just our leg brushing to get that height. Here we go. 3 grand bat mods and a plie encore, front side, back side. And arms first, arms in high. Brush, tendu fit. Brush, good. Plie, pass through first, strong arm side. Brush, tendu close back. Nice. Plie, to the back. Brush. Last 3 side. Brush. Brush down to the good. Finish. Very nice. Good. Let's go to the left side. Here we go. And arms first, fit, high. Brush, tendu, place it. Brush, tendu, fit. Brush, get taller as you close, but plie to the side. Brush down, get taller. Down, up. Push. Plie to the back. Brush. Plie, last 3 stop. Brush. And finish. Nice. Alright, we just got our relevance bar, and then we'll do a couple of things in center. So we'll start standing on our right leg with a parallel coupe. We'll do 8 rises, putting that ankle brace on so our ankle is tracking right over that second toe. Repeating on our left, 8 rises, and we'll do that twice through. 8 releves and 8 releves. So 8, 8, 8, 8. Here we go, pressing that heel over that second toe. And standing on our right leg. Here we go. And press up, down, up. 4 more on this side. Other foot and up, down. Fanning those toes out against the mark, never clenching the toes. 4 more, up, bars are so fun to carry. Alright, we're going to do a little adagio today. It's been a while since we've moved slow and tested our balance in the center. Before we go over this adagio, let's start with our right foot front and fifth, because there are going to be some pas de bourrées in here. So let's review those real quick. Let's just put our hands on our hips for right now, just to review these pas de bourrées. So when we do these pas de bourrées, we're going to start in a fondue coupe back, and we're going to go sous back, little open side, and then lay in front and fifth. To the left, fondue, pas de bourrée, back, little open, and close. That's it. And when we do these pas de bourrées, we don't have to do a big step. We ideally want to keep the heels almost like kissing, and then they close fifth. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. So it's just a little transfer of weight. All right, now let's go over the whole shindig adagio. Same preparation we're doing at bar 5 and 6, arms for 7 and 8. We have 1 and 2, tendu back 3 and 4. Test your balance, lift it and close it to the side. Arms down, chassé out, tendu side. Foot a little bit in front of our standing leg. Lift it without lifting that working hip. Close it front to the back. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. The same arm as the leg that's in front is going to fold into first. Fondue, pas de bourrée. The arm opens. Fondue, pas de bourrée. Close fit. And then we go to left. 1, heel leads out. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1. Slide out. No weight on that standing heel. 4, 5, 6 and close it front. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Careful that we're not leaning back. Connect that opposite shoulder to your working foot. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right arm folds in. 1, pas de bourrée. Close, bump, pas de bourrée. Close, and finish. Oh, then the arm's tired. That's a lot of arm workout. Yeah, so it's a chassé to transfer your weight onto your standing leg. Lift it to test that balance even more, and then close. The harder ones, I think, are to the side, when we chassé back to the front. To the side, we gotta correct that working foot in front of our supporting leg, so that when we lift it, we're not lifting from the hip, but we're able to lift from the inner thigh and the back of the leg. Yeah. And then we go chassé to the back. We want to keep that opposite shoulder and that opposite rib cage forward. We don't want that to take us back, and we keep that connected to our working heel as we lift the leg. Yeah. I'll do this one with you. A chassé to the front balance, to the side, to the back, and then our 2 pas de bourrées. Here we go. So we have 2 slow sautés and 4 fast. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Open to second and 2, 4 fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close that right foot behind. 1, changement, and 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your breather. Back to first. Beauty. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And second, knees opening over those toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth, changement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tendu out. Catch your breath. Yeah, as we're doing these, make sure it's going to get more tempting in jumps. And I noticed just slightly as we're doing that adagio to not roll into our arches and drop our arches. I had a teacher when I was little tell us to put little tiny sea turtles underneath your arches and don't squish them. Yeah, so it's really important now for jumps because that's going to protect our knees. Because keeping those arches lifted is going to make us work our rotation from the backs of our legs and not from our poor ankles and knees. So keep those knees opening and those arches lifted. Yeah, each time that we land. 2, slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second, and then our changements. Here we go. And 1, 2, 4. Over to set. 2 and 4. And close fit. Changement. And 4. Here's your breather. Talking back to first. Here we go again. And 2 slow. Down. Roll down. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Over to set. And 2. And 1, 2. Good. And fifth. Changement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tendu. Back to first. Good. Oh my gosh, I like halfway through. It's hard. We're gonna do jumps again. We're just gonna do this one more set. We won't go right and left because it doesn't really change sides anyways. We'll just do it one more time. That was really great, keeping those arches lifted. That was lovely. So at the beginning of bar, we did those toe pushes and roll back down. That's the exact same feeling that we're feeling here now with jumps, but with both feet. And we felt it also in front case. We striked with the ball of our foot, and those toes propelled our foot out. Same thing here. We're going to activate those toes. Actually, just put your hands on your hips and feel your foot in a demi point here. And now, not using the thigh, which is hard, just those metatarsals. Push the floor away. Your leg might not move a lot because we're trying not to use that thigh. And then when we push, the toes want to scoop. I'm not demonstrating it super well. The toes want to scoop underneath almost, not so much propelling out. Yeah, try the other foot too. So just those metatarsals are pushing. So that's what we want to feel to get that extra little oomph in our jump. So we're pointing the arches nicely, but our toes are still relaxed in the air. Propel those toes. Here we go. One more set. 2 slow, 4 fast. First, second, fifth. And then we'll catch our breath. Here we go. Don't squish your sea turtles. And first. Toes. And toes. Toes. Good. Second, fifth. Toes. And. Good. And fifth. Changement. Toes. Undo. Nice. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. All right, we'll cool it down. Find just a nice, comfortable second. We'll take our little rubber on so we don't actually end on time for once. Where'd it go? Here we go. All right, just following along, cooling it down.